Hey, it's Rob from Wheelworks Bike Shop in Dublin. We're doing an unboxing today. We have a Trek Domane SLR6. I think it's at least I thought it was a SRAM bike, but it could be Shimano. We'll find out in a minute. It's in the team issue from Paris-Roubaix, the special edition stuff they did for Paris-Roubaix 2022. So it's the older paint job, but it's still in the range. It's quite a popular one. It's one of my favourite paint schemes in the range. Certainly one of my favourite with a fade on it. It's got a fade on the paint. So anyway, let's take it out and have a look at it. So it's the Shimano SLR6. So if you're new here, I'll run through what all the bits are. If you've been here before, you know what SLR is and all that sort of stuff. But anyway, we'll go through it again. So the Domane is Trek's endurance bike. So bigger tires, wider rims, more clearance, taller at the front, slightly shorter to give you a more upright position. More comfortable, designed for longer rides, as opposed to the Domane, which is their aero race bike, or behind us here, the Amonda, which is the lightweight climbing bike. So the Domane is the endurance model. And if you're new to Trek's naming and you've got a couple of minutes to kill while I'm talking rubbish here, they're all anagrams of each other. Domane, Madone, Amonda. You can go and check while I take some of the packaging off if you like. So this is the fade paint scheme. So it fades from a sort of metallic red down to dark blue, and white decals, white logos, and you've got these yellow race decals that the team issue bike had. So you've got the Lion of Flanders down here. You've got the number 4, which is Gen4. So this is the 4th generation of the Domane frame. You've got the Project 1 logo down here. Project 1 is Trek's customization program. So you can select your paint or your color options. You can have the artist sign the bike. You can change component selection, wheels, tires, chain ring size, crank length, handlebar width, stem length, all that sort of stuff can all be customized in the Project 1 system. You'll notice that there's a lot less packaging on the bikes now, and more of it is recyclable. We're seeing less and less foam coming on the bikes. More of them are coming with cardboard, more eco-friendly packaging, which is good for the planet, especially if we're selling a product that's telling you that it's better for the planet than a petrol car. The SLR6 is the entry level of the SLRs. So the SLR range is Trek's top of the range. So SLR stands for super light racing, I believe. There's an RSL version of this just to confuse it. So they like doing the anagram thing. So you've got SLR and RSL. SLR is the type of carbon they use, and the RSL variant is also a Domane, but it's the racing version, so it's not in endurance geometry. The head tube is smaller, and on the RSL version, it's a wind tunnel tested, so the down tube is slightly deeper and aero, semi-aero, I suppose you'd call it. You still have clearance for 32mm tires. The RSL is a very cool bike. And then below the SLR, you have the SL range. The SL is Trek Superlight Carbon, and that's the mid-range. It's 500 series OCLV. The SLR is 800 series OCLV. OCLV is optimum compaction low void, and that refers to the process when they're making the carbon. Carbon fibre is made up of fibres woven into sheets of carbon, and then it's compressed together with epoxy to make different shapes. It's pressed into a mold. And what they don't want when they're making carbon fiber is air pockets. So that's the voids. So optimum compaction means they're squashing it together, and low void means no air pockets, because air pockets are weaknesses in the carbon. So OCLD is Trek's process for making carbon fiber. They've been doing that for 20 years maybe. So they've obviously gotten better at it over the years. I never brought up an Allen key, so I can't fit the stem. So we're going to have to make do with having a look at it with the bars held in place. So it's the SLR6 SLR frame. It's got the Bontrager Aeolus Pro 37 wheels. You can also go with the 37V, which is the wider wheel, if you're going to run a bigger tire, but the 37s are what comes stock on it now. It's Shimano 105 Di2, so Shimano's newest 12-speed electronic group set, wide ratio cassette, compact chain set, and you've got internal storage in the frame, so that little door pops off, and you've got a slot in here where your mini tool goes, and inside the frame then you'll have a tool bag, tool wrap. You take that out and that'll take a tube, tire levers and a CO2 pump, and that locks in place. Your bottle cage goes on top of that. You can also fit this bike with full mud guards. You've got hidden fender mounts on the frame here, down the bottom and over here, and you've got hidden fender mounts on the front here and inside the fork. So you can ride it all year round as a winter bike. You can ride it as a summer endurance bike, or you can put up to 38mm gravel tires and ride it off-road. So it's a real all-road versatile bike. You've got mounts on the top tube here that if you want to put a bento box or a little food bag, you can bolt it straight into the frame. And I think that is most of the highlights. We'll get this one into the workshop, we'll get it finished, and we'll get some more photos and video of it when we get it on the floor later on. Okay.